Gemma Griffiths, and I am sitting down with the one and only Zimbabwean living legend, Jah Prayzah. Jah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Gemma. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah, I should say compliments.
Thanks. Happy 2025. Yeah, super excited to chat to you. I think your career has been outstanding and one of the most influential careers, I would say, in this country to date. You've had immense success in the music scene. You've won Namas and Zimmers and MTV Music Awards, and you've performed across the world, Australia, UK, China, South Africa, beyond. And like I said, one of the most influential musicians in Zimbabwe today. I wanted to ask something that I think if you were a young artist watching you speak and watching your career, is there a habit or something that you do in your day-to-day with work that you think has helped your career?
I work like an upcoming artist.
Amazing.
Even now, I'm still working like an upcoming artist.
100%.
Yeah, I spend most of my time creating new music, rehearsals and stuff. Yeah, I always try to make my act and my music different all the time. So
absolutely. And you're a really strong mbira player.
Oh yeah.
How would you say that with regards to live performance, how would you say being a strong instrumentalist has affected the way you approach your performances?
I think mbira is a very unique instrument. Yeah, and when we perform out there, whenever we perform out there, they're always fascinated about the mbira instrument.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, and I think it holds so much power.
Yeah.
And the way that you add it into performance with your incredible vocals is just, it's mind-blowing. I would say your performances have definitely been one of the biggest influences in the way that I approach mine as well in the scene, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Especially the size of your band. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So you have over 10 studio albums that you've released.
Yes.
How do you approach conceptualizing or writing a new project? Like, how do you start it?
I always write music. Even today, I can write any song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I then get to pick any of the songs that has got depth. Of course, I love depth in music. So I don't run with any theme when I'm writing. Yeah. I then decide which song to make a title track after I'm done with writing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Would you say that Zimbabwean culture has impacted the way you write music?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so. Because one thing for real, I love my culture. I love our traditional music.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that defines the Zimbabwean artist or an African artist.
Yeah.
So mbira music, our own traditional music, defines Jah Prayzah.
100%. And I think you've managed to do it in such an incredibly powerful way that you can carry traditional music, that it translates regardless of the listener's age. You know, you can really go across. And regardless of the language barrier, you know, you can be sitting in a cafe in Tanzania and people can connect with what you've done, which is also celebrating and carrying Zimbabwean music in such a beautiful and powerful way. Mm-hmm. It's honestly undeniable. When you perform, you create such an energy and such a vibe, and it's emotional. It's incredibly emotional. That second you hear Jah Prayzah's voice come on, you know, before you even see you, it's energy.
Yeah.
Is there a performance that comes to mind that you would say has been very meaningful to you so far in your journey?
Mozambique, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a show by the beach. It's a foreign country, and everyone was singing along to my music. I was shocked.
Wow.
I was so shocked, and that made it memorable to me. Yeah.
I think that connection with people, it's not even about the size of a show. It's about the energy that you're sharing between the fans.
Of course, yeah.
And so that must be amazing.
Yeah.
And Mozambique's beautiful, to be on the beach.
Mozambique is amazing.
Wow. It's special how like certain performances just stand out to us, you know, and they become very personal.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
That being said, I've always connected with music in a way that like certain artists that I look up to and certain moments of other people's art that has really stood out for me. As such a good performer, would you say that there is a performance of somebody else's that you've seen that really stood out?
I'm a fan of Oliver Mtukudzi.
Yeah, I can second that.
Yeah, and from the music, from the technical side of music, the mixing and the mastering of his music to the stage performances was just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at times I go back to all his performances just to watch what he used to do. And yeah, I'm always inspired.
Absolutely. He was such an inspirational artist to so many of us, you know, and I think his humility as well.
Oh, yeah.
That he approached. Is there a song of his that you would say means a lot?
Hesh. Seiko, Tozeza Baba.
Too many.
It's a long list.
I know, it's a long list. And the amount of music that he released over his lifetime was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, just a good reminder to artists as well about the importance of just creating music. Be there.
Yes,
you know, be in the studio and make the stuff, make the art. And then release it, you know, because I think often we sit on music for a while and it's good to also just be like, here, go, live, do what you need to do, music.
Oh, yeah.
Your career has been amazing. And I think one thing that's really stood out to me is how humble and how you're approachable. It's so easy to have a conversation with you. I've never, ever felt that it's unsafe or uneasy to just approach Jah. You know, you really are. You are who you portray yourself to be. You're a real person. And I wanted to ask, how do you stay grounded like that when you're so much in the spotlight and it's not an easy thing to be?
Maybe it's the humble beginnings
that
kept me humble, and just knowing that the music I create this music for people. They love me for free. I don't subscribe anything to them.
They love me for free.
Yeah.
But there's such testament in that, because I think it's easy in this career and in this industry to sort of get swept up in it all, you know?
Yeah.
And to sort of get taken away by this, oh my gosh, everybody thinks I'm great.
Yeah, of course.
And then I guess the flip side of that is that amongst all of this, as soon as you are in the spotlight, everybody's opinions come out.
Of
so
course.
How do you deal with the negativity online sometimes when you might see a bad comment or something like that? What is your approach to that?
Nowadays, it's even getting worse and worse and worse. Especially in our country. But I always focus on the positive criticism.
Yeah.
Most of the people, they come to offend you, but I always tell myself that I mustn't lose my focus. I mustn't lose my cool.
No, 100%.
Yeah. After all, the people that love me, they will always love me.
Yeah.
And I should focus on giving them good music. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Stay focused. Make the good music.
Yeah.
And love the people who love you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Of course, yeah.
What would you give yourself, your younger self, as one piece of advice if you were starting over now?
Keep working hard, because that worked for me.
Yeah. Fair enough. Keep working hard.
Yeah, keep working hard because... you know, when you work hard, when you're passionate about something, your chances to fail are very slim.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a good one, because it simply is that if you've got a vision, the hard work is inevitable. It's an absolute must. I don't know a single artist in this country who hasn't worked hard to get to where they are.
Oh, yeah.
But specific people who are just unbelievably hardworking, and I think it pays off.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific with Zimbabwean creatives that you think we might be doing wrong whilst navigating the global music space?
Actually loving the energy. I'm loving the creativity. The events. If you look at every show nowadays, it's properly, what do you call it?
set up. I've actually been to such good shows last year.
Yes.
2024 had some really amazing shows.
Yes, been amazing.
100%.
The young producers now, they are making good music. Yeah. So I think we are in the right track.
I agree with you, actually. Yeah. I think that there's so much growth that you can see in the industry the past few years, especially.
Of course, yeah.
But I definitely noticed the good shows last year.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed. I was pretty blown away, actually. Yeah. This is a funny question that I like to think about. If you weren't doing music, what do you think you would be doing?
Hey.
That's the thing. I can't really answer that question. I asked that question and I'm like, I don't know what I'd be doing. I don't know what I'd do.
I can't even imagine myself not being a musician.
Yeah.
So at some point, I actually applied to go and join the army. Mm. Yeah. But when time goes on, I then...
found music. Music found you.
The music found me, I guess.
I sometimes feel like that because I've been asked a couple of times in interviews, like, what inspires you to do music? And for me, it's music. Like, the only reason I do music is because I can't not do it. I love it so much. It's to be able to create and write and stuff. And I think a lot of artists and a lot of peers that I have met and
I think it's something that you can't choose.
Yeah, it chooses you.
Yeah, I would say music chose me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God it did. Because we got good music because of it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that question because I'm always like, what did I do? What did I do? I have a fun question for you that I'm like just thinking about, and I've always wondered about Zimbabweans. We love such different things, but there must be your favorite Zimbabwean snack. What is it? Your day-to-day. What's in your cupboard right now?
Maputi, maybe.
Yes! Maputi. I have a whole bowl of maputi on my fridge, just sitting on the whole top of the fridge, and you just grab a bag.
Yeah.
I buy it in bulk. I'm so here for it.
I don't like nuts because I don't like the idea of making peanut butter in my mouth.
Are you not a peanut butter fan?
No.
You don't want to work for peanut butter?
No.
Not a peanut butter fan?
No, I don't like peanut butter.
I'll have all your peanut butter because I'm a huge peanut butter fan. So I'll eat all your peanut butter for you. I love it. Yeah, maputi is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That was a very good choice. Sometimes, though, I add extra salt.
Oh, yeah?
Is that fine? Is it bad?
It is, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I like salty things. It's okay. What is one place in Zimbabwe that you think everybody should see once in their lifetime?
There are so many beautiful places in Zimbabwe. But maybe I should mention the best. Vic Falls is amazing.
You love Vic Falls?
Yeah.
I love Victoria.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It is.
I think there's so much to do, and I think the beautiful thing, I've always thought if I lived in Vic Falls, I could just, you can go and you walk and you're by the riverside, or you're in nature, or you're at a beautiful bar or a restaurant. It's
amazing, yeah. You've been to Vumba?
Yes.
Vumba is also nice because I'm a fan of nature. Yeah. I love nature, yeah.
I love it. I love just sitting in Vumba and you just listen and all the birds. And monkeys sometimes, and it's such an amazing thing to think that we've got places like this on our doorstep.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Okay, Vic Falls and Vumba, a man after my own heart. I'm here for it. It's so good. And obviously you've toured around the world. Is there a place that you've toured that you would love to go back to?
I would say Singapore.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's just peaceful. It's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the activity is amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The people are amazing as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we love it. I've actually only seen Singapore from the air, but it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we flew over it when we were touring Australia. Well, we landed and then took off again. But it was just the plant life was so different to anything that I've seen.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Also, you've just announced you're releasing an album.
Of course.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
We are ready for it.
Yeah.
Feels very personal. It feels like an insight into who you are. And I guess the nice thing with you that when I see you online and when I see you in person, like I feel like I'm getting the same person.
The same vibe. Yeah.
I feel like you are who you say you are.
Oh, yeah.
You are who it's just Jah. Jah is just Jah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people love you, because you can feel
there's nothing artificial.
No.
What you see is what you get.
That, you know what I mean? You're authentic.
Yeah.
You're a real person. You're a real person. A massive shout out to Aura, our sponsor for this episode. Thank you for keeping us connected with our styling, and big love. What is an issue or a cause in Zimbabwe that you're passionate about highlighting?
Our traditional music, our Zimbabwean raw, authentic music. Yeah, I think that's what makes us different from what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
I think we should also keep embracing our culture. We should love ourselves. We should love our languages.
100%.
We should love everything to do with us as Zimbabweans.
Have pride about it.
Yeah, we should be proud to be Zimbabweans or Africans. Yeah.
And I think your music has so much depth, and you've been able to share that with us, you know, to be able to celebrate Zimbabwe, and music is such a powerful way to do that.
It is.
Because it just connects with everybody,
it does.
You know.
It does.
I think a long time before people get to know somebody, you know, even as an artist meeting another artist, you first connect with their art.
Oh yeah, of course.
With who they are, and that is such a vulnerable thing to give of yourself, to be able to say, okay, here's something that I believe in, and that I'm saying something that matters, and I'm gonna give it to you, and hope, you know, and you're placing it into everybody else's opinions, and I think it's a brave and vulnerable thing to do, but I think we innately know that. So the connection and the love, you know, when you do beautiful stuff,
yeah,
it's there.
It's there.
And what legacy do you hope to leave for future generations of African creatives?
The music, Gemma.
The music again. Bringing it back to the thing that matters.
Yeah. I think that's what I can leave as a legacy to my kids and the people of Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Because I know in the future, the young ones are going to remix the music that we are doing now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Just like we're doing.
Yeah. So I think that's a legacy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just the music is a legacy.
It's timeless.
It is timeless.
It tells stories, and to be able to reconnect and to find those moments years later. Especially, I think the music that you're making, where Mbira is such a big part of it, where that traditional element is so strong, yet it's translatable to younger generations.
Because
I think that's exactly the legacy you are leaving.
Yeah.
100%. I love that. I need to figure out mine.
The music.
The music. And it speaks so much. Do you think it's our job as artists to address social issues through music?
Of course. I think that's the other reason why we got these talents. That's why God gave us these talents. Not just to make money or, you know, but to preach social issues as well. Yeah.
Is there something right now that is on your heart a lot in your music that you're trying to talk about?
I'm always addressing social issues in my music.
Yeah.
Any struggle that you can think of. I think I have touched so many topics that has got to something to do with how we live as Africans. If you sing about something that you faced or you went through, someone can relate. Because someone is going through the same...
Yes, and I always say, if you have something to say, like write it, put it out, because somebody's going to need to hear it.
Oh, yeah,
and you don't know who that person is. Yeah. You probably will never meet them, but they need to hear that. And I think like something that did that for me was in Tarisa, where I actually stopped and I was like, whoa, I need to, that one I wrote, and as I was writing it, it actually helped me.
And that's my favorite.
Is it?
If you remember, I called you when you released that song.
I remember that means so much. But I think people can feel when something comes from real.
Oh yeah,
place,
from the heart.
You know, because that was at a time where I literally was going through something really tough. And I was just standing in the lounge crying, and I was just praying, like, God, my only option is to look to you, because this is too big
Oh,
for
yeah,
me to face.
of course.
And I didn't expect that so many people needed to hear that. It's a beautiful thing when your music actually ends up teaching you something. You know? If you were looking at Zim now, who is an upcoming artist that you think you see immense talent in, or an upcoming producer?
So there's this young guy. His name is Chillmaster.
Yes, I love Chillmaster.
Yeah, I love his music too.
Yeah.
And I think he's doing very well.
Yeah.
His voice, the production.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's going somewhere.
There we go. Shout out Chillmaster. Let's go. Keep
Big
an
up
eye
yourself.
on him, everybody. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
So, Jah, it's been amazing, I think, to be able to sit down and actually just unpack how you, as a creative and someone who really has shone for our country, approaches with a lot of intention the music you make. You know, you don't do things by accident. I think so much love and work and thought goes into an artist and into the journey and into the growth. And I think your career has been an inspirational one. And to hear some of the things that you say, you know, it makes sense to pour so much into music. And I think something that really stood out for me was that you still act like an upcoming artist in the way that you approach it. And I think that's valuable for upcoming artists and big artists alike to stop and be like, wait, if you think you're already there, are you, you know, it's are you going to still approach it with fire and with passion and with energy? The diaspora we have here are amazing. Zimbabwean diaspora across the world are so widely spread and so powerful, and they stream our music and we go to shows and we get to tour. What role do you think that they play in sharing and spreading the Zimbabwean music abroad, but also supporting us at home?
Oh, yeah. Some of them are going there and they're getting married there.
Yeah.
And during their weddings, they play our music. And somehow they are marketing our music. Yeah, to the new market. Yes. You know what I mean? Yeah. And some of them are now promoters. Yeah. In those countries.
And one thing I always find is if you're traveling and you meet a Zimbabwean, the warmth and the welcoming is so, you feel like you're at home. You know, you always feel like, and someone can always tell you where to get sadza.
Yeah.
So we can make it happen, which is it's so special to get a piece of home no matter where you are. Because as an artist, sometimes when you're traveling, as much as you've got your team, like it can be a bit lonely, or it can be a bit like you miss home. You know. And so to get that little taste of home is always such a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
Such a blessing. I had some of the best sadza of my life in Perth.
In Perth?
In Perth. They brought out sadza and I was like, let's go. Well, you know, my passion for Zim is huge. I'm such a massive fan of you. And as a little thank you, because we are trying to do something exciting for Zimbabwe, I've partnered up with a nonprofit who are called My Trees, and they are focused on reforesting Zimbabwe.
Okay.
And this year we're aiming to plant 1 million trees. So we are planting a tree in your honor.
Amazing.
To say thank you so much for joining. Hello, hi.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. It's been fun.
It's been
nice to chat.
Yeah, of course.
Nice to sit down, and myself being this side is hilarious. It's new. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Appreciate it, Gemma.
Yeah.
I had so much fun, of course.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining. Hello, hi. The amazing Jah Prayzah. And we love you and see you soon.
Cheers, guys.